Hey guys, it is a mobility, strength, stretching, all the things today. We are going to be starting on the floor. We're going to do some 90-90s to get the hips opened up a little bit, and then I'm trying to find, oh, I do have a weight on the floor here. We're also going to do some stretches for the hamstrings. So let's go down to the floor. Start with that 90-90. So the legs are spread apart a little bit. The knees are bent. We're going to switch from side to side. We're going to time these for 45 seconds. So we'll do 45 seconds side to side. Try to get those knees as close to the floor as you can. Sometimes my knees will actually touch the floor. This is not one of those days, it appears. But push down into the floor. Open up those hip joints a little bit. Woo! A little tight today. It's a good day for this. 3, 2, 1, done. Good. So now we're going to go into a straight leg sit and reach type position. So we're going to have the legs apart a little bit. I'm going to grab a dumbbell, just a light dumbbell, and I'm going to hold forward. So I'm going to reach forward. You can reach forward with your hands if you don't have a dumbbell. You can set the dumbbell out there and reach for it and kind of pull a little bit into this. So we're going to be here for 45 seconds. Keep those toes up towards the ceiling. Keep the back nice and flat. I could go a lot farther down towards the floor if my back was bent, but I'm keeping my back nice and flat. We're going to add on to this one. So we're going to come back and then reach forward again, okay? Still keeping that back nice and flat, and go. Come back and reach as far as you can, and then release it. Come forward again as far as you can, get a good stretch, and release it. Stretch. And release. I'm kind of giving myself a goal on the dumbbell that I've set in front of me of where I want to try to reach to. We have 10 more seconds. 2, 1. Done. Very good. We can switch that up again. We're going to go into a 90-90. Seated 90-90. We're going to pick this knee up off the floor, and then we're going to pick the heel up off the floor. So the knee is first, and then we'll put the knee down and switch to the heel. Okay? This front leg, this knee is being pushed down into the floor, and go. So push the knee down, pick the heel up, put the heel down, pick the knee up, getting a little rotation through that hip. For some reason my music keeps shutting off. It doesn't like me today for some reason. Not sure what's going on there. So I can't get my heel off the floor very far today. Some days I can get it up a little bit higher. Going through that motion through the hips. Opened up. Closed off. 3, 2, 1. Done. Good. Same thing on the other side. In 3, 2, 1. Go. Knee up. And then a heel. alternating between those two. Pushing this front knee also into the floor. Five more seconds. And done. Good. We're going to go into a pigeon. So, I like to start my pigeons from plank. So from plank, we're going to pull the leg up and under, and then kind of stand up a little bit, or nice tall posture. And then you can lean into that a little bit. If your hip doesn't sit on the floor, that's okay. You could put a block underneath it, or you could hover. You can hover too to use those arms. And then you should get a stretch through the front part of your hip flexors in the opposite leg. You can kind of move around a little bit into this wherever it feels like you get a good stretch. We have 10 more seconds. 5, 2, 1. Done. We're going to switch right to the other side. So back into the plank position. Then the other leg pulls forward. You can sit on that hip. There are days when my hips won't sit on the floor. Today they are. For whatever reason. And you can play around with your posture here. You can push up. And you can lean over into that. Whatever feels right. Got about 10 more seconds here. 5, 2, 1, and done. Good. We're going to kneel now. I'm going to grab a towel for underneath my knee just because I have so many things in that box right there. I've got a nerve on that knee that kind of gets irritated sometimes. But we're going to lean forward, stretching out this hip flexor here, and then we'll come on back, stretching out the hamstrings. And go forward and back. And you can hang out in one position for a little while if it feels good. And then as you move to the other, you can hang out there for a little bit. And we'll just go back and forth. Kind of just a relaxing, getting into the movement, getting into the stretches. Seconds, and then we'll do the same thing on the other side. 2, 1, done. Let's switch sides. Kneeling position. We're going to go forward and back, starting in 3, 2, 1, go. Coming forward and back. Play around with it a little bit, feel a really good stretch. You can hang out for a little bit. You can also use your arms in these positions, so I can lean over and support my body weight with my upper body a little bit. Same when I come back. You can have your arms on the floor. You don't have to stay tall the whole time. We're going to go 10 more seconds. I can tell I haven't moved as forward and back as many times on this leg. It's making me feel a little tighter. Been hanging out in the stretch a little bit longer. 5, 2, exercise, we're gonna go into some Cossack squats, and we're gonna hang out in the Cossack squat on one side, and then we'll hang out on the other side. We're not gonna do moving Cossack squats here. But a Cossack squat, the goal eventually is to get your heel to touch the floor. So you're gonna have a wide stance. We're gonna come down, put your butt, rest your butt on your leg here, okay? If you have to be on your toe and you gotta use your legs, that's okay too, or your legs, your arms. You can do that. The goal is to eventually be here, okay? Nice stretch in the inner thighs. We're gonna hang out here. In about 10 seconds, we're going to switch to the other side, sit on the other leg. 5, and you can use your arms to get there. 2, 1, and switch into the other side. And we'll hang out. This side is definitely harder for me. Five seconds. And done. Good. You bring it back to the center and come all the way up. Good. Shake that out a little bit. We're going to go into some squats, and I would call them a deadlift. I think they're called good mornings if you're doing yoga. But we're going to squat first. And then you're going to straighten out the legs as much as you can, keeping a flat back. And then go right back to your squat, okay? And we'll alternate through that exercise in 2, 1, go. Squat, lean forward, stretch out those legs, flat back. And then back to your squat. And then stretching out those hamstrings. Squat. So something to think about here is for your pelvis, instead of being tucked under, when you come up, actually shift your pelvis so that it's facing the sky. 3, 2, 1, done. Good. You'll get a little extra stretch. We're going to go into just the good morning part of that. So you can have your arms by your ears. You don't have to, but we're going to go just down into that flat back. And then coming back up again. So hip hinge, pretty straight legs, and come back. Straight legs, hip hinge, and back up. Keeping the chest out, shoulders back. Two, 1, done. Good. Shake it out a little bit. We're gonna start from the top of all of those exercises. So if you wanna grab a sip of water, you certainly can. We're gonna be back down on the floor. I may not do these in the same order. Just FYI, I have a list. I didn't go in order the first round. Likely I won't go in the same order in this next round. I'm just kind of going with what feels right from one exercise to the next. So I have them all written down, but I'm kind of changing up the order. We're back down on the floor. We're gonna start with that 90-90, and we're gonna just open up those hips a little bit again. So you can have a wider stance in your legs. You can try to stay tall with this and not use your arms. In 2, 1, go. Oh boy. Is that all farther I can go on that side? Yep. Huh. I gained a lot of motion to my right, but my left is stuck. It is stuck. I can get to the floor pretty much going to the right. I'm gonna work on that this weekend. Holy cow. If you want to find me, I'll be sitting on the floor doing this exercise. Two, 1, done. Good. We're gonna go into the sit and reach. So hold the toes towards your knees. We're gonna lean forward with a flat back. I've got my weight out here to help me out. Give a little assistance. I can pull against that weight and go. We're gonna hold it here. This is the hold. You want your stretches to be comfortable. You want to be able to feel that tension, but you don't want it to be painful. Five seconds. We're going to come out of the stretch, and then we'll go back and forth. 2, 1, out. And forward again. This is more of a dynamic stretch where we're moving back and forth instead of a static stretch that we had going before. Three, 2, 1, done. Good. We're going to go into the 90-90 with the heel lift and the knee lift alternating. Oh boy. I tell you what, my hips. Oi! Alright. Pushing this front knee down into the floor. We're going to go, this leg should be straight out to the side, the 90-degree bend in the knee. Okay? We're going to lift the heel, or lift the knee and the heel, just alternate. And go. 45 seconds. If you need to lean over a little bit into this, you can lean over to start. Okay, that's all right. You're eventually going to work your way straighter and straighter in your posture. 2, 1, done. We're gonna switch sides. Starting, I'm gonna face this way. And go. Knee, and then the heel. Pushing that front knee into the floor. We're gonna go 10 more seconds. 2, 1, done. Good. We're gonna go into our pigeons. So we're gonna go from plank to pigeon, starting in 2, 1, go. Pull it through, sit on down. Make sure you're breathing. Five seconds. 2, 1. Pull that leg back. We're going to go other leg forward. I actually feel a little bit better in this pigeon if I'm supported by my arms, not putting my whole body weight on my hips. I'm lifted up just a little bit. I feel that a little bit better. Three, 2, 1, done. Good. Always. All right, we're gonna go into our kneeling hip flexor and quad stretch, hamstring stretch. So we'll be on our knee, kneeling position. We'll go forward and back and go. Feel free to hang out wherever you feel like you need it. Five seconds. 2, 1, done. We're going to switch sides. In 5, 2, 1, go. 5, 2, 1, done. Good. We're going to go into our Cossack squats. So we're going to sit onto the heel. Try to push that heel into the floor. And the other leg is extended out. More seconds and we'll switch to the other side. 2, 1, and you can use your arms. Switching to the other side. And we're going to sit into that hip. Even if you are using your upper body for support here, keep trying to push your heel into the floor. These are a good one to practice with like TRX bands. If you have TRX, it helps support and you can pull towards with your upper body so you have a little bit of a counterbalance. So if you have TRX bands or even like the machine that I have behind me, I could just hold on to that as a counterbalance. 5, 2, 1. Done. Good. Come all the way up. Let's shake that out a little bit. We're going to go into a squat and a good morning. You could use a dumbbell for this. It helps weigh down the upper body a little bit. I'm going with a pretty light dumbbell today. I've got an 8-pound dumbbell. I'm going to hold it close to my chest and we're going to squat down and then straighten those legs out. Keep the back flat. Squat down. And the legs come straight. Or as straight as you can get them. Mine won't go straight. I'd probably tear a hammock. Five seconds. 2, 1, done. Good. You can set that down. We're going to do some good mornings. So we're going to hinge at the hips. Pretty straight legs, okay? So in the standing position, your legs are straight. Try to keep them straight. Hinge at the hips. And we'll come back up again. Having the hands by the head up here, the elbows outstretched, just adds a little bit of weight to that lever arm of the upper body, rather than having them down by your side. But you can have them down by your side too. Five seconds. 2, 1. Done. Very good. What do we have left? Straight leg. Did those. Classic squats, 99%. Guys, I think that's it. I think we got them all. Nice job today. Nice little stretch. Some of them under our own body weight, which means we did a little strengthening along with that. You guys did a great job. I know this isn't super intense. Some of you may not love doing stretching and mobility. Believe me, for a long time, I didn't do any stretching. I didn't think it was really important, but after a couple labral tears and some torn muscles and some other injuries, I've decided that, you know what, maybe being more mobile through our own body weight and different exercises is important. So, learned a little bit of something as I got a little older, but you guys are doing an amazing job. Thanks for sticking with me, and I'll see you next time.